Ordis has received messages for the operator. No.
Online. Crew. Dax. My crew is gone. Tenno. You will do. Awaiting dry dock integration. Tenno. I am Cephalon Psi. You will refer to me as such. The sentient threat has learned from past defeat. Reforming. Rebuilding. We must rebuild to contain that threat. We will reconstruct an old war-era Sigma Series Railjack. A Railjack requires a viable command cephalon. I am not a viable command cephalon. I will identify a viable replacement. But first, salvage, then assembly. Return to your orbiter. Railjacks died with the Orokin. Only wreckage remains. I have identified faint void drive traces on the surface of Mars. Investigate, salvage, rebuild. Faint void drive traces in proximity. Locate and mark for salvage. Fuselage. From the Vidar School. Stay in close proximity while I scan it. Perimeter breached. Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Scan interrupted. Maintain proximity to objective. Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it. Interference drones. We have work to do. Drones down. Back to Confluence aggregator roasted. Something has nested in the fuel intakes. Astral frame integrity 87%. Components viable. Cephalon Ortis. Rendezvous with Tenno at extraction point. I have not seen a Railjack in some time. I remember. Orkin outer terminus positions have fallen to the sentient armada. Our orders: behead the fleet. My crew: Sukin, Crody, Zada. There are none finer. We are family. We will stop this war in its tracks. We are the Orkin Empire's best hope. We were. There is work to be done. This fuselage requires repair. Fuselage restoration complete. Propulsion section located. Earth's forests. Beware of hostiles. Void contamination points to bleed out from Railjack catalytic artery. Locate and assess. Propulsion systems, the most advanced ever produced. Scanning. Remain in proximity. Neutralize all hostiles. Perimeter breached. Clear them out to resume scan. Interference drones detected. Scan interrupted. Back to work. Let us get this over with. Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it. Scan baffled by interference drones. Destroy them. Return to objective. Perimeter breached. Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Condenser vaporized. Viable. Void engines. Void engines. Zada dances our ship through forward lines. Crody identifies and prioritizes targets. Sukin's turrets track and terminate. Our reputation is earned. Our objective, a Turaga-class worm ship. Zada plots an arc. We accelerate. Ancient history. The dead have no needs. The living require that propulsion system. Propulsion restoration complete. Void breach residue identified on Lua. Probable nacelle location. Recover if viable. Railjack nacelle nearby. Locate and assess. Side nacelle. Seen better days. Scanning. Eliminate interference. Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it. Scan interrupted. Hold perimeter. Interference drones detected. Scan interrupted. Drones down. Back to it. Perimeter breached. Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Drones have established a deafening field. Eliminate them to resume scan. Return to objective. Maintain defense. Hold position. Perimeter breached. Clear them out to resume scan.
The sentient has adapted to your damage. Surprise them with something new.
Scan baffled by interference drones. Destroy them. Back to work. Let us get this over with. Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it. Viable. Tagging for retrieval. Extract. Zada plots a data-gathering lab around the worm ship. Sukin targets exposed launch orifices. Power redirects to the Tunguska capacitor. With a pull of the trigger, we will end this. The moment arrives. The moment arrives. Tenno, my precepts. I am not a viable command cephalon. I will continue my search. Continue repairs. We are making good time. I have yet to find a viable command cephalon. My search continues. Port side nacelle restored. She is coming together. Next site, Venus. Starboard nacelle located. You need this. Starboard nacelle. Best in class. Scanning. Sights up. Safety's off. Scan interrupted. Maintain proximity to objective. Perimeter breached. Clear them out to resume scan. Scan baffled by interference drones. Destroy them. Back to work. Let us get this over with. Drones have established a definite field. Eliminate them to resume scan. Return to objective. Perimeter breached. Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Interference drones. We have work to do.
The sentient has adapted to your damage. Surprise them with something new.
Drones down. Back to it. Integral fission tanks ruptured. Otherwise, fine. Cephalon Ordis has been signaled. Proceed to extraction. Precepts. Complete the mission. Preserve the crew. Tunguska capacitor charged. Sukin pulls the trigger. Nothing happens. Zada reports engines offline. Shields offline. Weapons offline. Personal lights flash on as the first missiles hit. I watch as Sukin, along with his gunnery chair, is sucked into the infinite. I watch as the port nacelle detonates. We are spinning. Zada calls for assistance. I am silent. Proteus' attempts to save our engines proves fatal. I watch as he is engulfed in flame. Zada is alone at the helm. She beholds the distant flash of torpedo tubes. She says my name. The viewplate blossoms. She ceases to exist. Progress. Starboard nacelle reinforced. Soon, cognitive geometries will self-assemble. She will live. But not yet. Transferring tail section data to your orbiter. High probability of Railjack tail section nearby. Clear out hostiles and mark for retrieval. Tail section intact. Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it. Interference drones. We have work to do. Return to objective. Scan interrupted. Maintain proximity to objective. Perimeter breached. Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Interference drones detected. Scan interrupted.
It's developed immunity to your attacks. Try something different.
Drones down. Back to it. Perimeter breached. Clear them out to resume scan. Maintain defense. Hold position. Scan baffled by interference drones. Destroy them.
Sentient fighters can adapt to your attacks. Hit them with something else.
Back to work. Let us get this over with. Perimeter breached. Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Scan interrupted. Hold perimeter. Dorsal stabilizers salvageable. Agitators viable. Marking for recovery. Railjack. Sigma series. Top of the line. Crew. 4,890 confirmed kills. Complete the mission. Preserve the crew. 13 system-wide errors. There were no errors. There was only me following my orders. In her final moment, I think Zara knew that. Precepts. Complete the mission. Preserve the crew. To complete the mission, the crew must die. To preserve the crew is to fail the mission. The crew exists to complete the mission. Therefore, I completed the mission. Why was I given those orders? Do not rest. There will be time for R&R when we are done. You require a viable command cephalon. You understand why I am non-viable. Replacement cephalon not yet located. A solution must exist. I will find it. Final component marked. Cowling identified. Visual verification required. Move in. Engine Cowling. You know what to do. Perimeter breached. Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Interference drones. We have work to do.
The sentient has adapted to your damage. Surprise them with something new.
Return to objective.
Sentient fighters can adapt to your attacks. Hit them with something else.
Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it.
It has developed immunity to your attacks. Try something different.
Scan interrupted. Hold perimeter. Drones have established a dampening field. Eliminate them to resume scan. Boom. Drones down. Back to it. Perimeter reached. Clear them out to resume scan.
Sentient fighters can adapt to your attacks. Hit them with something else.
Interference drones detected. Scan interrupted.
From little things, big things grow, dreamers. I believe in you all.
Back to work. Let us get this over with. Maintain defense. Hold position. Perimeter breached. Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it. Structural integrity within required tolerances. Marking for recovery. Cephalon orders. Time for pickup. All known cephalons surveyed. None conform to tactical parameters. None possess necessary astrogation poetics. None possess a comprehensive warfighting database. Viable cephalons. Nil. Work crews report tools down. Railjack structure complete. Structure reinforcement complete. Systems restoration complete. Your presence is required on the dry dock. You have a Railjack. Tenno, all records of my mission have been purged from the Weave. Why, I do not know. I had a crew. I must accept sole responsibility for their deaths. Conclusion, I am non-viable. But I am the only Railjack-compatible cephalon. The sentients have almost rebuilt. Conclusion, I am, under the circumstances, a viable command cephalon. If you will have me. Understood. I will begin the process of integrating myself with the ship's systems. This may take some time. Commencing. You may now enter your Railjack. Welcome to the Railjack. A living thing. A home. And a weapon. Your home. Your weapon. Aboard this vessel, we work before we play. All systems integrated. Reactor still offline. This ship needs power. I search for what is missing. The harder I look, the less I see. Tenno, be my eyes.
You mad at me, kiddo? Did you forget? You owe me.
Where the negative resides, my mind is dissonance. All I know is, Lua, will you go? Nav is ready for coordinates. I urge, Lua. Lua. I behold nothingness. You are in the right place. Stop. Something has occurred. The periphery of absence. I felt it tremble. A desire to be filled. To be known. You hold a key. Return to the orbiter. I believe you have found my answer. Take what you have found to that which I cannot find. The negative will be proven. My end shall be at an end. Begin our beginning.
Hey, kiddo. What took you so long?
Something moves. An infinite zero. Impossible. Perception failure. Recalibrating. All systems clear. Reactor online. Whatever you did, we are spaceworthy. Proceed to navigation. You have earned this. Railjack online. Let's take her out. Crew, a color you have never seen. Imagine it. That is where you are. Paradox. You behold an absence. Describe it. Attempting to perceive. Cognition algorithms fail to prove a negative. Something touches me. Impossible.